Okay. Can we talk to Bailey some more? I think we can.
So many pieces to put back together since the Cerberus attack. We're reeling from the implications. Udina in league with Cerberus trying to murder the Council. These are dark days for all of us.
Thought you'd be in the hospital.
If I'm breathing, I'm working. Probably the worst I've ever been hurt. Fitting, I guess, given the state of the galaxy. But if Cerberus thinks a few slugs is gonna keep me out of action, they've got another thing coming.
Okay. Well, he's a good guy.
Can this station be defended?
The internal security breaches have been patched, but we're dangerously low on manpower. We're grilling our own people and trying to figure out if Udina acted alone, but it's time-consuming. All in all, we're still vulnerable, but I think we've taken the right steps.
Okay.
All that time you were working for Udina, did you ever suspect?
Always rubbed me a little wrong. Still, that traitorous bastard upped me. Probably made me for an idiot. I guess I proved him right.
He's dead and you're still here, Bailey.
Thanks to you. If you hadn't shown up, Udina and Cerberus would be dancing on my grave.
How does the Citadel fit into the war now?
The war finally found us. This is so far beyond our imagination, and we have been trained to expect the unexpected. Since the coup attempt, folks are shutting down and shutting in. I hear a lot of praying. And crying. They're saying this is the war to end all wars. Well, I haven't seen anything to say they aren't right.
No time for rest. Good luck, Bailey.
Yeah, you too, Shepard.
Well, things are getting serious on the Citadel. No more illusion of safety. A lot of people just got blown up. What are we doing now? Okay, there's more quests unlocked now. Udina's office is locked.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our code breakers aren't getting anywhere at the moment. I've got our best teams working in shifts on it, but ensuring Citadel systems integrity is just going to take time. If we can get some of their field encryption tools, maybe sample ciphers. I understand. Keep trying.
Alright, so he wants Cerberus ciphers, which we don't have yet. So basically that last quest triggers a lot of changes on the Citadel. So a lot of new things to look at and new quests to do. Spectre Terminal is still conspicuously blank. Oh, I missed that on a mission somewhere. Power recharge. Might as well buy it. Well, that's the first thing I missed in this game so far. A set of greaves. Not that I really need it. Where was that? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's quite easy to miss things, right? I mean, we didn't see like those greaves anywhere. Unless you guys did and I just completely missed it like an idiot. Alright, what can we look at? The sniper rifles are still the old ones. We don't really need to look at those. The assault rifles... Okay, let's check this thing. Let me just see how... No, the other ones we've seen before. Let's check out this thing. We're seriously shooting at the ceiling. Alright, so the recoil is ridiculous, in case you haven't noticed. Although it's not that fast, so you can compensate for it. And until you run out of mouse space. So the recoil is more ridiculous than in the last game. And it's still a bullet hose. And it's about just as inaccurate as the last game. Although let me just burst fire it. Or, you know, just tap the trigger. Now the problem is it doesn't return to level. Look, if I just tap it, like it keeps moving up. It doesn't pull that down once you release the trigger. So even if you're just gonna burst firing, you still have to compensate for the recoil. It's just not very good. It's just not very good. Alright, let's ignore that. We picked up that thing, right? And we also picked up this thing. Alright, let's try these, and also I don't think we tried the shotgun yet. The spike thrower. Let's see how good this is. So the spread, look, this was quite tight. The recoil is ridiculous. Let me just see how many... Wow, the spread is actually tighter than it appears. Like, the circle is this big, but it's actually really accurate. Look at that, just gonna shoot into the middle of the circle right there. That's amazing. This thing is pretty awesome. Like, even if you do that, okay, if you don't zoom in, then the spread is about the size of that circle. You know, like that there. But if you do zoom in, then it's just really tight. So this thing is kind of like a sniper rifle, to be honest. It's so accurate. The recoil is ridiculous, but I think we can live with that. This thing is pretty awesome. Let's check out the Hornet. This is the SMG, right? So 3-shot burst. You can spam, and then you can compensate for recoil. I guess that it does throw bullets out quite effectively, although there is the recoil. And you have to tap it, so you just kind of take single shots. It's not bad, but I prefer the fully automatic. So this is the pistol shotgun. Look at the spread on this thing. This is the pistol shotgun. Let me just shoot there. Again, like it's tighter than it appears on the circles. If you do that, then you kind of hit the head pretty reliably. Well, I guess it's not that reliable. So it's a pistol shotgun. Not really sure how I feel about that. No, I'm pretty sure I want the explosives more than the shotgun. Although you can see how every gun is different, like they're not just variations of the same thing. I mean, the guns are qualitatively different. Like they're really, really different. They're not just the same guns with slightly different stats. Alright, so enough playing with guns. Some people like shotguns. I'm not a big fan of shotguns. I'm really happier with accurate weapons. Although, I mean, I'm using this rifle because it's the most effective I have so far. I don't like the lasers so much. For one, it needs charging up.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Of course. You're a Neotis spouse, correct?
Yes? How did you know that?
We keep identity information on all permanent Citadel residents engaged in formal relationships with Asari. That way, should anyone require diplomatic aid, we can ensure prompt assistance.
It's wonderful. Then you can help me send my daughter back to my wife's family?
I'm afraid, however, that might be a bit difficult.
Okay, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, the laser, like, it needs charging up, and in a way it's a little too accurate. Like, you kinda have to have pinpoint accuracy to hit anything. Whereas, are these serious? You're blocking the... Whereas, you know, with a gun with a bit of a spread, if you're slightly inaccurate, you can just spam a little bit.
How are we supposed to predict the moves of an enemy we don't understand? Divert to... Crap, do we have any AI-enabled fragments of Sovereign? Any Reaper code I can analyze? No? Well, then they'll keep outmaneuvering our fleet, and Asari worlds will keep burning.
She wants Reaper code fragments. Wait a minute, he's not talking. He's not... I'm pretty sure the Alcor wants something too. Maybe he doesn't want it just yet, but he wants something later. She's also not talking. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. I'm pretty sure they want stuff.
Thank you again, Earthcloud.
Like this woman here. No. Maybe it's later on. Hold on, let me just... Yeah, no, there's no one to talk to there. In fact, we can just look for names, I think. Thane is there, so you see Cortez, Joker, and Arya. Yeah, you see that angry accountants, seller, officer knows. Yeah, so there's more people that we can talk to. Where should we go first? Let's go to the Memorial Hospital. And then, I guess, Purgatory? Alright, so we're gonna check up on Thane.
Now arriving at Puerta Memorial Hospital. Same is here too. We're low on Medi-Gel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers. If we could get the rings of Elune from the Salian Nebula, we could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're not just symbolic. The Asari revere Elune. She wore these rings after learning medicine from Athame herself. She was like a Dalatress for your people. If we displayed her rings, we'd get more Asari support in the hospitals.
Yes, so more things to pick up for these people. There's nothing going on around here, although there's too many injured people to fit in the hospital.
Welcome to Certa.
Oh look, more Medi-Gel capacity. I don't think I need it.
Certa is a non-profit organization.
Let me just leave that for now. I don't think I've used Medi-Gel at all in this game.
So you went back to the farm.
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They'd turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They'd cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Neaira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and that's when they all started screaming.
That's okay. They all started screaming. Alright, so... There's still quite a bit of space in here, though. I mean, why are they outside? I mean, there's still, you know, spaces in here. Why don't they put beds in here? Here I am telling them what to do with the hospital.
There's got to be something. I don't know what Cerberus was packing, but we're going to lose this patient.
Without a new treatment plan, we're stuck, and I can't think of anything beyond what we've already tried.
I know, but I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Chemical treatment plan. So we're gonna pick that up in the future, not right now. Nobody is there. A lot of people lying around on the ground, having a bad day.
I understand Paladin is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's some form of neurotoxin. If you could look at our charts...
That guy just walked right through me.
Even a general is just one man.
Alright, so Cerberus poison.
Who lives or dies. That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies. Have you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and ration our supplies, we can save some now and enable ourselves to save more later.
We cannot do that. We swore an oath to help the sick regardless of their economic situations or their places in society.
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is for nothing.
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everyone.
Then we'll find a way. Look, we have more fortunate patients, right?
Yes, and I hate to say it, but the fortunate ones have far better survival odds.
And more credits. So we asked them for donations to get more supplies for those without credits.
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? That's... You know, that actually might work.
Yes, if they have money, take their money. Good idea. Hey, what are you doing?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios.
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel's syndrome. At its worst, Keprel's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen, and he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
I'll get more. Give me his blood type.
That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Right, so he's pretty much screwed. Or stabbed.